What is going on? And welcome to Barley Buds. You're enjoying episode 28 of our podcast where we taste, discuss, analyze, and rate beer. And tonight is round 2 of East versus West. It's New England IPAs versus the West Coast style. Boys, let's pop some tops.
Whoa.
West Coast.
Got to get mine out of the ice bath here.
Huh?
That's how you do it, huh?
Yeah, buddy.
And a little frosted mug as well.
That's too much effort. That's way
Oh,
that
God,
right out of
I'm
the
pouring
ice.
this and I'm scared. I am not used to this color.
All right, Greeky boy.
because you're
Welcome
about to drink real beer.
This doesn't look like my purple pink sour goodness.
That is dark.
That
I
is
know.
real dark. Greek, bandana and all. Start us off, buddy.
Hello, everybody. It's been a while. I decided to come show West Coast how to drink some beer. I'm bringing with you some Bear Republic Racer X double IPA. This almost looks like a friggin' amber. I don't know what to expect on this taste.
That made me a little worrisome.
Got a little COVID clog in the nose, but
So they call that nasal drip from doing an 8-ball a weekend. So
You look like you just did one in the bathroom of a shady bar.
like you came from Oakland and rocked the fucking.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't know if we're starting off hot tonight.
oh my God.
Matt, I don't think we're going to win again this time.
I didn't even have to swallow it. I could just feel the fumes coming down to the back of my throat.
What's the percentage on that?
This might be a fucking drain pour, guys.
Oh no!
Wow.
Who invited him back?
Racer
Oh.
X.
I don't even know what the percentage is on this. Oh, here we go. 8.3%.
All right, at least it's up there.
High. That's a high.
Oh, you know what? Did you even read it? Because I'm reading this and it sounds terrible on Untapped.
No, it was the only West Coast I could find in Connecticut at the store. I should have went to Matt's and picked up one of those Seattle beers.
My shipment came today. Four of them came. One of them's not classified as West Coast, so 3 of them came today.
Oh, my God.
This
That
is a
looks
one.
painful.
I'm not even going to describe flavors. It's
Just give it enough of a score that it matches Roland.
I can't even do that because this is an absolute one.
Wow.
This
So-
is
At
the
least
worst
as high
beer
as
I've
one.
ever had in a while.
I don't. The IBU rating allegedly is 100, which I've never even seen
Ooh.
before.
I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
mean-
flavor I'd never want to try again.
like it says 100 and it's 8.3. Like, do you have more of those?
I got 3 more to go.
Oh, I'm coming to get one. I can't wait.
Oh, my God.
You can have all 3 because this is disgusting.
That sounds
So-
like a punch in the face.
I'm gonna read this to you, and reading this description sounds like a punch in the face. So, Racer X is an uncommon double India Pale Ale, which puts a California twist on English brewing tradition. So, right there, I'm like, it's gonna be just terrible.
Can't mix California and England.
Nah. By adding an assertive hop aroma and bitterness that complements the firm malt backbone.
There's no compliment. It is firm. It is atrocious. It is.
Bold and hoppy, bitter with a malt character. I think this beer sounds like they've put all of the flavors into it.
Oh. You even taste the malts? Like, is it sweet at all? Like 100 IBUs. That's crazy.
I mean, 100 IBUs, I've never seen that number. Like, I've seen 40, 50.
The highest I think I've ever had was 55. And that was too much.
This tastes like someone took a shit in the barrel.
You know, great transition. The highest IBU rating for tonight is going to be Ryan. And that's at 62.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sticking to my one.
I'm trying to find mine and I can't even find
Yeah, I
it.
have no idea what the IBU in this would be. Probably low, though. It's New England.
Yeah.
So, yeah, with that, 1 Bear Racer X5, whatever it is, disgusting. Don't buy it.
Bear Republic Racer X.
Stay away. Stay far and clear from Racer X. And Mikey, DeFo, what you got, buddy?
Wow. Well, to start, I'm going to actually introduce my beer this week because if you guys recall, watch last week's video, that was my first beer of the new year, and I was so excited for that sip that I never even said what beer I was drinking. So I will properly introduce my beer. I'm doing Back East Unicorn Farm IPA. Back East is from Bloomfield, Connecticut, so it's right up the road. The light is kind of there, but this can is really cool looking. I like it a lot. Some cool pastel colors in there. Got my glass, and we're gonna see what we got here for this. What do I got? I wrote it down. 7.4%.
Well, you're a liar because Untapped has it at 7.6%.
Ooh.
My can has it at 7.4%.
Allegedly.
Yeah. This was packaged on or canned on December 16th. So we're just about a month old. And this is good. I like it.
Must be nice.
Wow. Yeah. I found last week the West Coast style IPA. I really enjoyed that beer. But I like this one too. And I mean, it's smooth. It's not overly bitter. I'm a 4.25 on this one. I like this a lot as well.
That was quick.
It's good.
Quick 4.25.
This is staged.
It's good.
Yeah. I see what's happening here. We're cheating.
We're not cheating. It's delicious. I like this beer a lot. I'm already halfway done with my glass. It's not
And you
bitter.
liked last week too?
I love last week.
This is actually a 5. I take it back, guys. This is a 5.
There's nothing in the back of your throat on this. It goes down smooth. It's not bitter. It's not overly hoppy. I like it a lot. Nelson Savin Nelson Savin hops. Delicious. So I'm into it. You guys can say what you want. I'm not cheating.
Off to a good start.
All right. Well,
Right.
who's up next? T-Rex. Big review today.
All right. Tonight I'm doing Out West by Sig Brewing out of Tacoma, Washington. I've had a couple sips already. This beer is interesting. Somehow, when it hits the front of your tongue, the back already gets a taste. I don't understand what the hell is happening right now. I literally took 3 sips. I'm like, what is going on? It's real strong up front. It's I'm sure it's not as many
Poor Greek.
it's not 100% like grapes, but it's bitter on the back end actually. But it's weird because once you swallow it, that's it. It doesn't leave much of an aftertaste. It's crisp. I enjoy it. It's not my usual go-to, but it's very delightful. Clear. I could see right through that. You guys can't, but I can.
Nah. Mug looks a little frosty, so.
But I can't crush these like Roland said last week. You can crush it while mowing the grass or hanging up by the fire. I think 2 of these and I'd probably switch to something else. But I don't know, maybe that's because I'm spoiled with all the different kinds of beer I drink. I probably wouldn't switch to Greek's beer. I'd probably switch to something else.
Greek looks like he lost a bet drinking that.
Hey, did you say the percent on that?
I'm at 7% on this beer.
Okay.
So it's in my wheelhouse for percentage-wise. I'm
The
really
holy,
stuck. I don't
the
know.
holy trinity of Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe.
But that sounds like a good combo.
It does.
Leaving a little bit. The more I'm drinking, the more it's leaving that back of the throat wang that we've talked about before.
Generating a little bit of phlegm back there.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm going between a 3.75 and a 4, but I can't commit yet. This beer needs this. That's my breaking point. Is if I buy it again or if I wouldn't buy it again. So I'm holding off. I know I'm not venturing between those two. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm rigging it. Come back to me later so I can jack up my fucking score.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right.
Come back to me for I don't know, see 3.75 or 4. But Chris, what do you got, Manny? What's up?
All righty. So I got the can says Hazy Jane from BrewDog out of Columbus, Ohio. Upon doing some research on it, it seems like it's a collaboration with a brewery in Scotland. And they have two. There's the regular Hazy Jane at 5.5%, and then the one they call OG Hazy at 7.2%, which is this one. So this one's at 7.2. It is a 12-ounce can, so kind of a knock for us. We usually buy the 16-ouncers. New England style IPA. Nose, almost nothing. Like, it smells almost like pineapple water, like a little bit of pineapple, but very, very faint. Off the front, you get some pineapple. There's a quick little pinch of lime, and then like a mango aftertaste. Very enjoyable flavors. However, we'll say it's very thin. The flavors you have are delicious, but there's just not a lot to it. It's kind of almost tastes watered down, to be honest. So I'm going with 3.5. It's good. Flavors are enjoyable. There's just it's lacking.
Watered down at 7.2%.
It tastes watered down. Like there's you would expect more punch, like more flavor to it, and the flavors are nice. It's just not a lot in it. I
just find it hilarious that last week my New England beer had from I think Connecticut had potatoes in it, and you're drinking beer from Idaho with no potato hops.
Ohio. I'm sure they still have
Ohio. Okay, they said Idaho.
Sorry, Columbus, Ohio.
Where's
If I said it weird or wrong.
BrewDog Regional Bluey. No, BrewDog is the Aberdeenshire, Scotland. BrewDog is.
I think they do a little collaboration or it's a Scottish brewery, but now this one's made in Columbus, Ohio. I'm trying to figure out exactly. I think it was originally Scotland, and then this brewery in Columbus makes it or something. It has Columbus, Ohio, all over it.
Well, maybe it's kind of like what we have here in Hamden, like that 12%. Maybe they're a contract. Brewery.
That's what I'm thinking, because I mean, Columbus, Ohio was on the can like 3 times.
Well, allegedly, BrewDog is, I mean, and of course, I'm doing, not a lot here, but it's from Ellen, Aberdeenshire, Scotland, and not for nothing, but this beer, or I should say, this brewery has, I've never seen this number, 5.96 million check-ins.
Oh.
Like, I've never even seen that on Untapped.
We have to check out Anheuser-Busch or one of those major ones and see what they are.
I mean, I don't know that I've checked in any of those, but I've never seen a number that large before.
I never even heard of this brewery before.
Yeah,
it's huge in
really
United
popular
Kingdom.
in the UK and Europe. That's what they were talking about at work today. I was like, BrewDog. I don't think I've ever heard of this, and I was looking it up online. I was trying to find it in Connecticut, and they have a bunch of non-alcoholic stuff. I was like, get this shit out of here. I want beer.
You're talking about BrewDog today at work?
Yeah.
That is weird.
It's super weird.
I feel like they actually did an episode on that show where they used to like make their own beer, but did challenges of how you would make a beer.
Huh.
Like one of them, they did a beer on a train, and they brought all the stuff to the train.
What fucking show are you watching?
No, I know what show you're talking about. I've seen
then they brought all the stuff to make the beer on the train from like Portland to LA. But then the guy's like, "Yeah, you can't bring a propane tank on a train," so it messed their whole game up.
No, I know.
I remember another episode they did like stuff out like with seaweed and stuff, and BrewDog did an episode on that show. Yeah, and that's the only time I looked them up when I'm watching that. I was like, oh.
I saw an episode they had to brew a beer underwater, like in the ocean. And
there's like challenges with making beer. I was like it's not hard enough. A lot of our breweries everywhere can't even get a regular IPA right. Sure,
there's 2 male hosts that had UK accent. I don't know English from Scottish really all that well, but they had those accents when I had long hair. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't think it's on anymore. I don't think it lasted long. It was probably like a 1 season show. They were probably drinking every beer that was made. I'm like, this is awful. We have to stop.
We need good beers. Ryan, Matt, you got a score before we go to Rye the Guy?
I'm going 4.
4. All right.
Yeah, I found out you got to take bigger sip. This isn't the right glass. Like, I got to kind of skip the front taste buds.
Hey, Greek, would you like to change your score? You've taken a lot of sips, but your glass hasn't gone down too much.
I think I have to change my glass too. It's not the right one.
It's the glass's problem. It's the glass fault.
I go to take a sip and I just have PTSD of the flavor. I'm just like, I can't do it.
Oh, God. All right, Rye the Guy. What do we got?
All right, guys. So I have IPA from Elysian Space Dust IPA out of Seattle, Washington. We have 8.2%. Color's definitely golden. Could
I can
almost see
you.
through it. I know. Am I upside down?
You changed colors.
This is a great fucking description, by the way. On Untapped. These guys must have been so fucking high when they wrote this.
Well, it is Seattle.
Yeah, all right. You're right. You're right.
So it's definitely bitter. As I think Mike and Roland were saying last week, that pine taste, it definitely has that.
See, last week I did not get. I knew it said on my can like brewed with like pine needles, and what or like I don't know whatever.
What was the biggest ingredient in the whole thing?
Well, there's a lot of pineys out there. I don't know. It's like South Jersey pineys. There's a lot of them out there, but I didn't get a lot of that sketchy tree flavor like that. I mean, I remember Matt talking about it. He's like, I don't know, it's too like piney and too cedary or some shit. Like you're chewing on a branch. I didn't get any of that last week. It was just delicious.
When the fuck did I say that?
I don't know. I feel like you said that like 4 episodes ago, or when we were talking about West Coast IPAs.
I probably did.
Sounds like something you'd say.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah,
dank.
there's a swear word in there, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It might have been after Martini Sunday. Who knows?
It's a possibility.
All right, so it's I was telling everybody before that this is one of the few beers I remember drinking back when I started getting into craft beers, and I think the score would go down a little bit now that all of these New England IPAs and all these more cloudier
Or
beers have
maybe
come along.
since Anheuser-Busch bought that brewery. Maybe
That is
the
true.
Product has gone down a little.
That is true, because I didn't know that until I got home and was reading about this beer today. So that very well may swing this.
Ryan, do you have it Untapped, Ryan? Are you friend? Are we? Is he friends with Barley Buds?
Yeah.
Friggin' better be.
Yeah,
I would assume so.
that'd be
But
messed up if he wasn't.
I'm trying to see if he rated it before, and I can't. And there's
I don't think my Untapped goes back that far.
You weren't into it back then.
Yeah, I looked it up to see if I did check it in, and I hadn't. I mean, it's definitely not what I'm used to, what we're used to around here. It's definitely still good. I'm probably halfway through the bottle, and I do get that kind of dry aftertaste. So I want to keep taking little sips. But I'm probably gonna go 3.5.
All right.
I was expecting higher. Wow.
We suck again.
Why would you expect higher than 3.5? The way he discussed that. I mean, that's like.
I think it's fair. I mean, I had Space Dust maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, and I think it's right in the ballpark. It's good, but it's not going to blow you away.
I mean, honestly, a lot of the friends of Untapped are right around the 3 range, and then the 3.5, the 4s, but nothing. There's nothing higher than a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even globally, that thing's rated 3.86. So
Yeah,
I mean,
random mix.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad beer. Like, I always notice it when I'm walking up and down the aisles and like, oh, I haven't had that in a while. I should get that, and just always find something else that I want to try because I've had this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Good percentage too. So.
yeah,
Yeah,
8.2.
absolutely.
So
What I like about Space Dust too is like a lot of times when you go to a bar and they have like 10 beers on tap and they're all the generic macros, they usually have 1 or 2 crafts, and often Space Dust is one of them. And it's a good beer. I'm like, all right, your options are
Anheuser-Busch. It's distributed
yeah.
fucking nationwide, probably. I mean, it's
yeah.
which actually kind of leads me to the next point is that so you drank a beer from a sketchy Scotland brewery or whatever, and it had 5.5 million check-ins. This is a Anheuser-Busch owned, and granted for 5 years now. We decided 5 years old. Anheuser-Busch, 500,000 check-ins.
Wow.
I could tell you though, like I've been to that brewery and they're not brewing it there. It's definitely brewed at an Anheuser facility if they're distributing it nationwide, because that brewery is very small. So there's no way they're sending it all around the country brewing in this. That would be all they're brewing 24/7.
Yeah, they'd have to have 3 full shifts.
Yeah.
62 IBUs, 8.2%. I mean, it's still.
No, they on the bottle it says brewed and bottled. Oh, it says by Elysian Brewing Company, Seattle, Washington, Fairfield, California, Merrimack, New Hampshire.
All right.
So they got 3, probably
3
Yeah,
spots.
places, yeah.
3 spots. But but listen, that gives them that's the whole country right there. That's
Mm-hmm.
both sides. I mean, that's probably everywhere.
All you need.
But it amazes me that there's only 500,000 check-ins. Like there's 576,000 total check-ins. 355 are unique
Of
And-
that beer or of that brewery?
of that beer.
Roland, can you look at Bud? What does Bud have?
Budweiser.
I'm just curious, like just your
Like
generic
just
Bud
Bud
heavy.
heavy.
Yeah.
I'd
No,
go
you
for
gotta
Bud
look up
Light.
Anheuser-Busch, because when we looked up yours, Chris, that was the brewery that had.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah,
all
so I
right.
looked up the brewery. So if I click on but still like Budweiser has 1 million plus.
It's a great beer. That's why. It's a great beer.
Great beer.
All right, so Anheuser-Busch is 5.9 million. All right.
So this BrewDog is literally the Anheuser-Busch of Europe.
Yeah.
I've never
And I
heard of
bet
BrewDog.
it's so
Yeah,
much
I've never
better.
even heard of them.
Man. Well, anyone in Europe listening to this, I apologize for not knowing about your Anheuser-Busch. Now we do.
So when you guys were talking about the television show, BrewDog was not in I should say featured in that show. The show was called BrewDogs.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like so, and there was only apparently it didn't last very long. It was back in 2013, but so that was what the show was called.
That makes sense now. In my little head, that's.
And there's very little about it on the internet. It's like they almost kind of tried to scrub it, and they're like, "We're just gonna pretend like this never happened."
What was it on? Was it on like Netflix back in the day?
It'd
Like
be like
HBO or
Discovery.
something? Does it say what it was on?
It looks like so.
Mikey's going for number 2. That was a good beer.
It is a good
Nationwide
beer. I like it.
beer, aiming to convert 1 million craft beer virgins will be joining. They're like they probably went to Elysian. Actually, it's on here. They say they went to Elysian, Victory, Oscar Blues, Stone.
Yeah, some decent brews though. Mike made a Manny pour, by the way.
Yeah, we have to point that out.
I started and I had such high hopes in my mind. I was like, I'm gonna tell T-Rex, look at this pour, and then I get there and I'm like, yeah, that went south quick.
2013 that was on the air.
Only 1 year, huh?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's 8 comments on the show blog.
Well, me and T-Rex have seen it. We enjoyed it.
They still have more comments than us.
True.
So we really can't criticize you.
Hey, we have 12% of the comments of a show that was on national TV.
That's right.
Themselves.
They
All
only
right,
had
Roland, what are you drinking tonight?
1, 2, 3,
He still
4,
hasn't gone yet?
7 episodes. 7 episodes.
Stay tuned, followers. It's gonna be an hour-and-a-half episode.
That's right.
7
All right,
episodes.
Rolando.
Somehow me and Chris watch this show. We love beer. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
a show about beer.
We've been there for a while.
Somehow you found the only fucking show that was canceled that never did really anything, but you're like, yeah, I watched that, and you both knew about everything about it. You're like, yeah, I can't have propane on a train. Yeah, I was there. I watched that. I got it.
Yeah. They had like 40 viewers, and me and Matt were 2 of them.
I don't even think it was Netflix a thing back in 2013.
But it was still in the DVD.
Were they still sending out DVD? Yeah.
I don't know where I saw
Blockbuster was
that.
still alive.
Can't remember what channel it was on or anything.
Oh my!
All right, Roland. Before this becomes like an all-nighter, what do you got?
All right.
Gotta go to bed.
All right. Tonight, I am doing another industrial arts. DeFo last week did the West Coast industrial arts. I forget what it was called.
Power tools.
Power tools. All right. This week I am doing Wrench, which is their East Coast Varietal. So it's a Northeast India Pale Ale, 7.1%. And it says, with notes of lush and tropical zest. Can't fucking wait.
I love how that sounds phenomenal to me, but Roland's dreading the shit out of it.
All right, Roland. It's right up your alley. Let's do this.
So I'm already into my second pint of the night because I went last tonight, so I'm a bottom dweller. And it's not bad. I mean, it's a little too fruity for me. It definitely has those tropical notes. Like I almost get like some pineapple or like, some kind of weird flavored tropical cocktail you would drink on the beach on an island in the Caribbean somewhere. I can't really place it specifically, but I have those like flavors in the back of my mouth. Like if somebody was going to pour a rum cocktail in a hollowed out, delicious, piece of fruit, that's what would be great on an island. But I'm in Connecticut in the wintertime, and
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds phenomenal. I'm sorry you have to drink this.
You can have some Racer X.
So,
Yeah,
but
you guys live right around the corner.
That's fine. There's a time and a place for that. But when you're drinking beer, all right, you want to drink a beer. I want to be like, I want to drink a beer. It's just a little too fruity for me. I don't know. I guess.
No. Greek gave me this shit like 3 weeks ago where he's like, I can't drink sours anymore. They just remind me of like the beach or the summer. I was like, who the fuck doesn't want to be reminded of the beach in the summer in the middle of January in Connecticut? I think that's the great time to be reminded of the beach in summer.
No, you still got
Uplift
like
your
6 more months
spirit.
to wait.
Listen, my spirits are fantastic. I'm not, what am I doing here? I'm fantastic. I feel
You're
great.
trapped in Connecticut.
But I'm still in Connecticut, paying a fucking 52 mil rate on my shit property. All right. What was that? Sorry. Yeah, but so back to the cocktail.
At
Oh, I gotta
Hamden
love it.
Town Center.
I'm enjoying it down here.
What do you got, Roll? Let's get
It's-
back on track.
Yeah, I'll get back on track. It's hoppy. It's not dank at all. It's not like you don't get that like phlegmy feel in the back of your throat where
Not
you
pint.
just like want to keep drinking it. Yeah, like that little whang. It's light. It's definitely not thick. It's not like a I don't think it's a hazy I mean, it's definitely not like see-through, but it's not like it's not like when you pour out some of those like New England, like thick New England style IPAs, you're like, oh my word, that's gonna be like you're gonna chew that. This is not that. So it's easy to drink. It's light. It's definitely a little on the fruitier side. So it's not something I would buy again. But that's because East Coast New England style IPAs are not my jam. But it is tasty, and that like pineapple guava aftertaste is killing me.
Ooh, I love the guava.
Sounds great.
I don't know if it has. I don't even know if there's guava in it, but it's got like there's something in there. I can't even.
So I just I want to propose a idea. How about we just cancel out Greeks and Roland and we just go 2 versus 2?
Cheating.
Listen, this is not a 1. All right, this is definitely not a 1. All
Damn
right.
it! I knew it wasn't. I was hoping I could make
Yeah.
off it.
You didn't sell it good
I mean,
enough.
I didn't look this up before while I was at the store, but I saw the industrial arts, and I know DeFo did the West Coast, so I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna do the flip sides of that. So I think I'm gonna put this. I think I'm gonna put this at a 3 for me.
That's not bad. That's higher than I expected for you.
I think it's
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I think it's.
No,
Yeah.
stop talking right now.
Erroneous.
I want to go a little less. I want to go like
Last week, yeah,
wanna
you
go-
enjoyed that beer last week far more than you're enjoying
I
this
did,
one.
I did.
And you're
And I-
giving it the same score.
Did I give that a 3?
Get him, Matt. Tell him.
Pretty
Oh,
sure
Matt
that's-
memorized it.
I'm gonna be honest. I talked to Matt. I was in the car with Mike last week, or I don't know, a
The
couple
day
days-
after.
the day after, and I was like, honestly, I should have given that beer like.
He
I
said a
should've-
4. He
like
told me a 4. Roland
should-
said a 4 last week.
should've
He
given
should have
that-
bumped it
that
up a
beer
whole
was-
score, he told me.
Because
That's
after
what I'm
I
saying.
drank the
He
rest
enjoyed
of
that
them-
beer last week. Where
Yeah.
this week he is not enjoying that, and he's going to get the same score.
So I think last week his score was it was like a comparison to the cheerleader in high school. He had it built up in his head so great. Then when he got the cheerleader, it was just a letdown. And that's what the beer was for him last week. It was built up,
I
weeks
know.
of anticipation. And then it was just all right, that was a great 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Just good for
Yeah.
you. 5 minutes.
I was able to finish this before the episode ended. 1-2-5.
Give you that.
Come on, it's got to be. We got to give him a little more for that.
Yeah.
Like I got the mouth sweats now though after finishing it, so I don't know.
The color of that beer too, even looked a little like shitty doo-doo brown.
It did.
I've never seen a West Coast IPA that comes out that color.
When I poured that, I was just like, "Oh fuck me, huh?"
That was bad.
Damn it, I wish you
How
just
did-
came over and got one of my beers.
Well, I think we're just about there for tonight. Team East takes it down tonight with a 3.5.
So the what?
Team East 3.5 average. Take it down. 2 weeks in a row. We nailed it. Team West
Cheating.
2.91 with Greeks bumped to a 1.25.
Wow.
Greek, I
But
tried.
same time, we give it to Team West this week because they had the 2 beers over 8%. They had an 8.3 and an 8.2. Greek and Rye the Guy, highest beers of the night. Good night for high percentage, though, because everybody was a 7.0 and up today. So
Yeah.
very, very respectable night in that regards.
This beer right here, though, has less than 100 check-ins.
So there you go,
Where?
people. Check out the Out West. Get it, check it in.
105 total check-ins, 99 unique.
Where in Washington were they?
Oh,
again,
Matt's gonna be
Matt?
the 100th.
That's right.
Tacoma, Washington.
Tacoma.
Nice.
It's right outside of Seattle.
Oh, isn't that where they do the Tacoma Fire Department show? With...
Oh, love that show.
I don't know. I think
The
actually
Broken
a lot of the movie. There's when I was out there. What was it? 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Great
A
movie.
lot of that I think was filmed in that area.
All right.
Hmm.
Very nice.
Rest in peace.
You know, this brewery,
Yep.
the Sig Brewery, has a unique check-in number of 1,600.
Okay.
Wow.
All their beers are unique, apparently.
Like,
Matt, you need to shoot that can with your SIG.
yeah,
I should.
this is amazing. But there's nobody.
It's your
How did you get that beer? How do you even have that beer?
I have connects in Seattle.
Crazy.
Knows people.
Connections.
And
But that is
even
a
still,
small
this is
brewery.
the price is still on it, and it's under a $5 beer.
That's under 5?
$4.70. Like,
Wow, that's because nobody knows about it. They're like, somebody sell this.
that's actually the most expensive one I got sent to me.
So that's gonna be the best one out of the bunch.
Oof. Well, that looks like if I ever make it out to Tacoma, Washington.
There's actually a lot of if anyone ever goes out to Seattle, there's a lot of good breweries out there.
Over here.
I'll probably never go
Fremont.
out there.
Yeah, Fremont is crushing it. They have one bottle that's like a 12-ounce bottle that they charge $170, and you gotta pre-order it. No, that's not happening. You're already
Matt,
gonna
$100
you fly back to Seattle. What's the first
$70.
brewery?
That seems aggressive.
two people talking at once. I have no idea what you guys said.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just saying, you fly back to Seattle. What's the first brewery you hit up?
I'd go back to Fremont. It's an awesome hangout spot, and they got great beers.
There you go, Fremont. Shoot us some beers.
And some
Fremont
plane tickets.
Brewing.
In plane tickets. We'll come out to you. Even better.
They got 1 million check-ins.
That sounds good.
Sweet. They can afford it. 1 million check-ins. They can fly us out there. We get away from the wives. We go drink some beers with you guys.
Hell fucking yeah. I'm into it.
All
Fly to
right,
Myrtle
we
Beach.
hold our cans up
Oh,
so
yeah,
everybody can
let's
take a screenshot.
What do we got here? Oh, I still got beer in this one. That's beautiful. Another good one. All right, everyone.
Screenshot on video.
I'll look for that on Instagram tomorrow or the next day. Like, share, subscribe, talk to us. Give us a comment. We've only had like 4. Anything helps. Then, hey. All right, one small sip for man, one giant pint for mankind. I think I went backwards on that, but hey,
Good.
drink when you're thirsty, everybody.
Or all the time.
All the time.
Greek is not drinking anymore.
Greek, drink it. Drink another one.
No fucking way. You can't.
Dude, take another one. Come on, man. Take it for the team.